Life is short. Not in a poetic way, not in a motivational quote way, but in a mathematical way. If you live to be 80 years old, you have roughly 4,000 weeks. That's it. And most of those weeks are already scheduled with work, responsibilities, distractions, noise. The question is not whether you have time. The question is, who owns your time? Because the way you spend your mornings is the way you spend your life. And 5 a.m. is where ownership begins. Chapter 1. Time is perception, and 5 a.m. slows it down. Time feels different at 5 a.m. At noon, it's chaos, notifications, messages, deadlines, demands. But at 5 a.m., the world is quiet, and in that silence, something powerful happens. Time stretches. One focused hour at 5 a.m. often feels like 3 distracted hours later in the day. Psychologically, when there are fewer interruptions, your brain enters deep work mode faster. That's why thinkers like Benjamin Franklin structured their mornings intentionally, asking, "What good shall I do this day?" The early hour gives you clarity before the world tells you who to be. It allows you to design your day instead of reacting to it. Practical strategy. Don't wake up at 5 a.m. to scroll. Wake up with intention. The night before, write down one priority task. When you wake up, start immediately. No decisions, no debate, just action. Chapter 2. Productivity, winning before 8 a.m. Most people start their day reactive. Emails first, social media first, problems first. But high performers protect their first hour. Many successful leaders, including Tim Cook, are known for starting their day before sunrise. Why? Because mornings are leverage. When you complete one meaningful task before 8 a.m., your confidence compounds. You don't chase the day follows you. Practical strategy. Use the 5 a.m. power formula. 20 minutes move your body, 20 minutes grow your mind, 20 minutes build your mission. Exercise for energy, read or learn for growth, work on your most important goal for momentum. 1 hour, no excuses. Chapter 3. Priorities. Your life in 1 hour. If you say something matters but you never give it time, it's not a priority, it's a wish. 5 a.m. exposes truth. Want to write a book, build a business, learn a new skill, strengthen your faith? The quiet morning reveals whether you're serious, because at 5 a.m. there are no meetings, no social obligations, just you and your discipline. Practical strategy. Choose one long-term goal and dedicate your 5 a.m. hour exclusively to it for 90 days. Mastery isn't built in bursts of motivation, it's built in consistent mornings. Chapter 4. Relationships. Leading with presence. You might ask, what does 5 a.m. have to do with relationships? Everything. When you start your day calm and prepared, you show up differently. You respond instead of react. You listen instead of interrupt. Emotional intelligence begins with self-regulation, and self-regulation is strongest when your mind isn't rushed. Use 5 a.m. to reflect. Ask yourself, who needs more patience from me today? Who deserves encouragement? A single intentional message sent early can strengthen bonds. Your relationships improve when you improve your internal state first. Chapter 5. Career Strategy. Most careers plateau because people operate in survival mode. They work in their job, but rarely on their growth. 5 a.m. is where strategy lives. Before the office politics, before the noise, this is where you develop rare skills, learn high-income abilities, study communication, practice leadership thinking. Many world-class performers across industries, athletes, executives, creators, train early because it separates them from average performers. The separation isn't talent, it's timing. While others sleep, you build. Practical strategy. Spend your 5 a.m. hour improving a skill that increases your value. Not busy work, skill work. Over time, your market value rises quietly and dramatically. Chapter 6. Health. the foundation of everything. Your energy determines your output, and mornings determine your energy. Exercising at 5 a.m. increases discipline, boosts dopamine naturally, and builds identity. You stop being someone who tries to be healthy. You become someone who trains daily. Even simple habits matter. Hydration immediately after waking, sunlight exposure, breath work. These regulate cortisol and set your biological rhythm. Your body thrives on routine, and 5 a.m. consistency programs resilience. Chapter 7. Learning, Compounding Knowledge. Imagine reading 10 pages every morning at 5 a.m. That's roughly 3,600 pages a year, about 12 to 15 books. In 5 years, you've consumed 60 to 75 books. That's transformation. Knowledge compounds quietly, just like money. The early hour is when your brain absorbs information deeply because it's not overloaded. Practical strategy. Always have one book focused on mindset, one on skill building, and one on biography. Learn from thinkers, builders, and doers. Study patterns of greatness. Chapter 8. Emotional Intelligence. Mastering Yourself. At 5 a.m., you confront yourself, your excuses, your comfort, your resistance. When the alarm rings, there's a negotiation, and every time you win that negotiation, your self-trust grows. Self-trust is the root of confidence. Sit in silence for 5 minutes, observe your thoughts, journal one fear and one gratitude. This builds awareness, and awareness builds emotional strength. You can't lead others if you can't lead your own impulses. Chapter 9. Financial Wisdom. Investing the first hour. We talk about investing money, but rarely about investing time. The first hour of your day is the highest return hour. If you use it to build assets, skills, health, ideas, it pays dividends for decades. Many financially disciplined individuals structure their mornings intentionally. The principle mirrors what investors like Warren Buffett emphasize: long-term thinking. Small, smart decisions repeated daily outperform dramatic, inconsistent actions. Practical strategy. Use 5 a.m. to review finances weekly. Track spending, study investing, plan long-term moves. Wealth favors the prepared mind. Chapter 10. Creativity. Silence breeds ideas. Great ideas rarely come in noise. They come in stillness. Early mornings have inspired writers, entrepreneurs, and visionaries for centuries. Without notifications pulling your focus, your brain connects ideas freely. Keep a notebook beside you. Capture thoughts, brainstorm solutions, sketch visions. Creativity is not random, it's protected space. Chapter 11. Energy and Social Capital. The Hidden Edge. When you consistently wake up at 5 a.m., people notice, not because you tell them, but because your energy shifts. You're calmer, more focused, more reliable. That builds social capital, the trust and respect others place in you. Energy is contagious. When you walk into a room prepared, you influence it, and influence creates opportunity. The identity shift. 5 a.m. is not about the clock, it's about identity. It's about becoming the person who chooses growth over comfort, discipline over distraction, vision over impulse. You don't need to wake up at 5 a.m. forever, but try it for 30 days. Protect one sacred hour. No phone, no noise, just progress. Because life is short, weeks are limited, and someday you will trade anything for more time. Until then, own the hour that most people waste. 5 a.m. is not early, it's an advantage. The question is simple. When your alarm rings tomorrow, who will you become?